Hello Forex traders, welcome to this trade analysis live for EURUSD, Pound Yen, Gold, USDCAD and USOIL. We are now live, we're now awesome, we are now where we want to be. I'm just going to set up my phone so we're good to go. Then I want to say that trading is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Don't trade money you can't afford to lose. Good. Then we are good to go, I guess. Good day. Awesome. Alright. So what's the first thing to happen today? I think we are just going to breathe. I think that's a good idea right now. I think we are in a very fast market, as I expected. As Ben, he's not here, but he was supposed to be here. Ben says, well, you were banging about USD weakness, and we got it. And we got yen weakness. Amazing. It has been an amazing week, though my personal performance hasn't been where I wanted to be. I guess that's for various reasons, personal reasons. But generally, what you're looking at right now, that's daily pivots, by the way. So just go to the monthly just to see where we're going. Boom! All right. I don't understand why. Okay, let's do this then. Okay. Close, close, close. Okay, close. Anything else? So yeah, I think that's that. Then I'm open for any pairs you want me to cover, but so far USD, Aussie USD is boom, awesome. Okay. Then what was the plan? The plan seems to be coming from last week, basically. This month wasn't where the trade plan started, and where the real entry was, I believe, is here or even here, where it comes down to either the monthly buy price or the central pivot, and then it rises. All right, then that's that. So in today's video, we're going to go through entries and targets, see where we are, what can we do from here. Basically, Aussie yen is done. There's nothing else to see here. Now, we are here very early. We are here very early. So what happened was, I wanted to pull back down to 65.73, didn't get it. Yeah, good day. Well, that's that. And then we had a new high, pull back, and then higher high, and then done. There's nothing here, though. I don't know if you wanted to be here, buy here, but I definitely wanted to buy here. So what is my amazing profits? It's not awesome this week, but I didn't lose. Can we call it that? Why am I talking about this as of I should have been? It's my FOMO talking, but I really didn't get my setups, technically. Then, yeah, that's that. There's nothing else than that, basically. Then, yeah. So yeah, Aussie dollar, good. So what do you guys want to see? Which pair do you want to cover? Saad says, the question is, what should you do when you hit the target? If you are a buyer, you no longer buy. It's done. You're over. You're finito finale. Yeah. You are then taking the rest of the month off if you're a buyer. Like there's like all the profits has already been hit. Yeah. What's the next move? Well, some ice cream maybe, some yeah. Why do you need a pullback if you see a breakout from a resistance? It's to prevent me from buying higher highs. Okay, so let's do it then. Okay, so let's do a thing here, Sammy. So that's a breakout candle, isn't it? That candle there. Let's do that. So that green candle, that's a breakout candle. So it breaks higher from this small consolidation, right? So if I buy there, or if I buy on the candle, see that green candle there? I am then experiencing the drawdown here because I didn't wait for price to come back. So when this happens, this is experience or losses. So when this happens, I'm then going to take my position out because I didn't see this continue higher. Though I was just wrong right now today, but it eventually went higher. So, and for me, I don't find profitability in running after high highs. Okay, let's say it here then. That's a breakout, isn't it? That candle is the high. It's a higher than that high. It's higher than that high. So that would be a breakout, isn't it? But price falls. Guess how much it is? 114 peps. Okay, maybe from the. So would I take that buy? No, I wouldn't. 150, 100, yeah, ish, like so something like that. So for me, I'm like, no, I don't do that. That's not how I do it, right? But if you're asking me after a reversal that if I would sell here of these candles, yeah, I would. So for me, it's like a system that I've created to prevent me from buying the high when I know the price will come back to me. The Godfather says ice cream below. Well, it's actually a thing that I have. Is it represents chilling out, relaxing, food. But it's also it takes your hand, literally your hand, away from your keyboard, from your mouse, from your that can make you buy something because you shouldn't do it. So it has like this direct meaning of it's an ice cream, but also taking away your hands, taking away your mind, taking away from the computer, so you physically don't trade anymore. That's what it's about. Anyways, so did you, said Sammy, yeah, okay, today indeed it was fast paced, as also there you go. Thanks for explanation. So, Sammy, it's not, I know you don't do this or ask this question just to, put me in a bad spot or what, but if you are buying, let's say in a trend, if you're buying up here, you don't know if that's the last candle and then it falls like the other one. You don't know if this is the last candle and then it falls and then it did, right? You don't know if this is the last candle. But what you know in an uptrend is that when price retests previous support, you know that's at least, because if you're entering up here, just one thing, then you have this drawdown here of 40 pips, that's pips over a year. That's a lot of pips over a year for 40 pips for every trade you take. 40 pips in, like, I don't know, let's say like times 100 maybe, times 200. That's a lot of money in the end. And not necessarily talking about if you have an account which is just a thousand, but if you have 10,000, 1 million, 1 billion, 500,000, 40 pips is a lot of money. So yeah. Anyways, euro pound has been asked for. Okay, we can do that. Euro pound again by somebody else. That's 2 on that one. EURUSD, New Zealand Swissy. So let's go on that. Okay. And the other about what I've said though. Aussie dollar, pound dollar hits early, and I'm going to check for more uptrend. Okay. USD Swissy today. Okay. So Sagar asks why I use this ugly platform and why you don't use TradingView. Okay. I can give you a very simple explanation. I do use TradingView, and that's what I do. But right now, I haven't had time to manually put in the pivot points that I'm using. So I'm giving you an added service, which I can take any pair on any pivot point on any weekly or monthly. But if you don't like it, I can just give you the chart without pivot points, without a target, and then we can do that. Fine, good. There's no trouble with me, but I am trying to give you services which it says, okay, it's not because I said that we have hit the target, but if I can explain you with, at least on TradingView or MT4 here, that it actually has hit target, but I haven't made them into the target yet on TradingView, I can visually tell you here. But I can also tell you right now that if you go into naked charts, naked MT, 4-hour daily, I would be taking profit by looking at, yeah, okay, I would say at least around this area here. I would take profit. So yeah. Because right now we have 2 very strong candles, and that's not going to last forever. So yeah, that's that. So I'm just trying to be helpful to you. That's all. But if you don't want it, cool. We can go somewhere else. Not a problem. Renko says TradingView isn't better, it's just marketing. Well, so it's a personal preference then. So whatever you feel like is the correct thing to do. So if you feel like that TradingView is the best, then okay, fine. But I'm just trying to take what gives you the most value. So let's do some charts. Let's stop talking. Okay, so where are we technically right now? Just generally technically where are we right now? We have potentially resistance here. Okay. We have resistance here. We have support here. We have support here. Okay, I've just drawn my support and resistance. All right, let's put in the monthly pivots. Okay, what does that mean? That means for us right now today that we started off at the sell price here at 90.22. We have come down to the buy zone, and it all depends what we're going to do now. Are we now going to continue downwards? So that's, I would think, would be the plan A, and that would be the plan B for buyers. The other thing here is that what happened on the 1 hour, so it just fell out of thin air. Okay, going back to empty. It just fell out of thin air. No reversal, so I still believe it's bullish. On the 4 hour, does it still hold its bullishness? It's still holding its bullishness. It might be weaker bullishness, but it's still bullish. So if you're a bull, you still want to see price coming back up, retest, then rise. So for me, that's what I would do on euro pound. But so if it then falls below here, okay, then you're still allowed to sell it on the pullback. But as it hasn't really done 100% retracement, no, 100% reversal for me, I wouldn't be so sure, because things doesn't fall out of thin air. Okay, that's a thing that I have. Thing doesn't fall out of thin air. Okay, so I'm just trying to give an example of it, but yeah, still. Like if it just falls, it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't make it bearish. All right, let's move on. Which next pair? Next pair. So euro pound, what's the target, Mike? Okay, let's do that then. So weekly is on S1. So monthly, I would say monthly instead. Okay, monthly I would target up to 92. And how does that look like on a daily? Yeah, it looks good. That's one of the support and resistance I made earlier. Okay, fine. Take it up to there then. That's your target. Now you just want to reverse, go higher, and then that's your target. Okay, good. If you're a seller, you still... Well, I don't know, yeah, I think you still need to close below 88.39 before you can sell it, because the bullishness, it still sits here. So until that is broken, it's still bullish. Okay, and definitely done here. That's what I would say. Okay, so what else? Good day, awesome. Euro pound, Euro USD. Euro USD is one of a kind, which has been the worst performer this couple of days, which has been rather interesting. Okay, so when we have an interesting, so it's just been sideways while others has just risen to the roof. I don't know why. Okay, we'll stop moving around. So I'm still bullish here, no matter what, if that happens. Yeah, okay, we still have room to rise. My only concern, if all of the other USD pairs has taken profit and starts falling, if this also will then start falling. So that's kind of, for me, interesting, but still bullish. It's still bullish until we have like close below 111. That's like my line in my sand. My line in the sand, and where it no longer becomes bullish. That's that. All right. But 1312 is still my target. And then for this week, we are above. We are up here, up to 1260. So there's still room to do that tomorrow, I would say. Yeah. So we're still bullish. So who asked about EURUSD? Ali Khan, yeah, we're still going. We're still moving. Move. All right. Then we have New Zealand Swissy. Okay. So I'm just taking your pairs that you wanted to cover. So your USD covered, Euro pound is covered now. New Zealand Swissy. Yeah, that's blown through that target. And monthly, no, not wrong. Monthly. Okay, it still has room though. but it's very close to take profit for the month. How far is it? 40 pips. So if you are in it, maybe not a good idea. 61.48. That's your target, mate. Tudor asks, why is yen so weak compared to USD? Both of them are weak. I don't know why you would say compared to dollar. I would say compared to Aussie, to New Zealand, to Euro. Like, that's things that would make this. That's things like that would make okay, that's interesting. But if dollar is weak or yen is weak and how much compared to each other, that really doesn't bother me. Both of them are weak. How do I know if both is weak? Let's do a test. Okay, let's go to currency heatwave shenanigan, and then you have. Oh, there's always a commercial there, so I'm just waiting for it to happen. You have to wait for the commercial. Okay, so yeah, okay. Good. For me, it's like same, I guess. What else do you want to know about New Zealand Swissy? We're about to hit target. That wasn't a good entry. Yep. Okay. Good. Ugh. They were good, really. Euro, pound, and Euro Aussie. Okay. Possible retracement up, confirmed downtrend to Euro pound. Euro USD, pound USD, Euro Aussie. Yeah. Well, I understand your question. I am just not in it. Like, that's the currency heat wave. I have to make it into whichever. That one. That's the currency heat wave, and the small one down. Okay, where's my finger? Down there. That one is yen, and that's USD, the green one. So Japanese yen is like this one. So yeah, it's very weak. Why? Why is it that weak? I couldn't make it. But anyways. So why is it so weak? It's supposed to be weak. We have been forecasting that. We wanted that. So if it's just as weak as dollar or weaker, same. Doesn't matter to me. We're still going well. Because I don't trade USDN. I don't look at USDN. So I don't care. I know some of you guys do it, so I can care if I want to, but other than that. Next, pound Aussie. Okay, so these are quite like interesting pairs to be covering, but okay. So we have monthly. We never got to the sell zone. We're just falling. Okay, 79.51 seems to be the target. You're well below on weekly. Okay, so be careful out there. I would maybe, if you get a pullback, don't be scared, because that's kind of what will happen. And then you can take it down to 50. What was it? 79.50? No. 79.51. Yeah, good. That's that. Done with that. Yeah, just catch the pullback. It's still bearish, very bearish. And if you have a buy-up order, there's nothing to save you. Euro Aussie 61.84. That's done. Then you have a very long downtrend. Are you just going to continue? Maybe not, because now you're back to where we started. Back in February. That would complete the pullback. Or retracement, or whatever you call it. So that for Euro Aussie, everything looks to be back to normal then. Okay. Awesome. Then, yeah. So I did that. What else? I want to go back to dollar pairs again, I guess. Pound New Zealand varies very fast. Okay? 93.49, that's all. Or maybe back down to 95.31. So 95.31, just because that's the previous low. That's all. Nothing else. Yeah, so I want to go back to dollar pairs. Aussie dollar. Done. Dusted. Nothing else to do here. It's done. Finito. EURUSD is not done. It still has room to move. Will it move so high that like the others? We shall see. Merci. Pound Aussie hasn't hit monthly target yet. But that was weak, like that was very weak 2 days ago, and now it's just shot up like a rocket. That really is interesting, I must say, both pound dollar. But anyways, nevertheless, still moving higher. New Zealand hasn't been requested, but that's almost monthly. So we have Aussie. We have almost New Zealand. We have USDCAD. Boom. What else, mates? Gold. You want to do gold? Hi, Nima. Hi, Marie. So for me, I'm like, okay, USDCAD. USD is weak. CAD is strong. Good. Awesome. CAD yen should be then be in the same league. Take profit for the month is done. It's over. Finito finale. Yeah. Aussie yen. Finito finale. Done. Boom. 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 Why am I booming this one? I didn't catch it. Sorry. But it's over. That's what I mean. It's like it's over. You can't buy it anymore. Like, okay, you can. Like, it's physically possible, but if it falls, what do you do then? Okay, let's take a long look at gold then. Okay, so here we are. You don't like gold and the candle it made today. Okay. First of all, why are you trading gold? The second of all is, yeah, I must say it's interesting. I also must say it sounds like it doesn't want to go higher. That's interesting. But it hasn't performed as anything close to the other dollar pairs. Right? This one has just been sideways and then it broke today. So for me, what do I take out of this position? Well, if you're a buyer, you might not be so happy. Today's red candle is really one of a kind. Yeah, can you see further sell pressure? Yeah, maybe. But you shouldn't have a lot of risk in this move. You shouldn't have a lot of money in it. So it's because you should only be risking 1%. But if you risk more, then you shouldn't be trading gold. But apart from that, my professional opinion, well, this webinar does not contain any investment advice, is only for educational purposes. If we close today here, we have broken this support. If we close right now, we have broken support. We are down to that support of that candle here. Okay? So what does that mean for you? You have not being able to go higher. It looks to me bearish on this daily candle. But then if you want it to be bullish, you then have to wait for a new candle that is higher than this candle for you to be anywhere near anything at all. Okay? You want to see that happening. Hi Mima. I have done Euro Pound. It's at support, and you want to go up again. Hello, Thando. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's a long time, mate. Yeah, awesome. Hit me up. There's a Discord channel below, or you can talk to me on Telegram, by the way. But yeah, still. Yeah. So if you're a gold buyer, you might not want to be a gold buyer anymore. You might want to take your profit, take your loss, wait for this to actually become bullish again. It looks to me it went up to sell again. Okay? Looks to me it went up to sell again. Why? Because we didn't go higher. That's basically it. That's the only parameter I have. Didn't go higher to buy. It didn't go higher, but it went up to sell. Strong rejection, maybe have a pullback, so that's maybe how you can get out of your buy position. But don't have high hopes of anything at all. Jordan, Cialini, I don't have Exxon Mobile on this chart. Sorry. Yeah, and you can do pound Swissies after this one. So for gold traders, you're a buyer. I would assume you're a buyer. I think this is going to take you out, honestly. Then pound Swissy, which is okay. So let's have a strong opinion here. Let's have a meeting. I am your helper. I am your. Okay, let's do that again. So, in what trading conditions do you want to be in? Where do you want to be? Do you want to see a new low in those trading conditions? Do you want to see price breaking below support? No, you don't want to do that. Though you have support here, but this is really your area where you want it to hold, or really you want it to be up here. But when it breaks this one, I'm no longer very interested as a buyer. So I have said I think you could buy it here. I think I've said that. But you also need to know, I think I said that as well, that you need to be careful. This isn't bullish until we make a new high. And then we have a pullback. Then we are bullish again. But for that, right now, no. That's a weakness. So if you don't see a new high, and you see a pullback, okay, then that's that then. All right. Next move today. Swissy. Oh, okay. No pullback at all. Until we came to M3, and then we went higher, and then we just blew through it. Okay. So there is a small pullback here, there is a pullback here, and then there is a pullback here. So this isn't really enticing. Well, I guess it has moved a lot of pips then. 1800, okay. But for me, wow, it hasn't made a new high like the others. So this one is just, do I like you? No, maybe not. It has overseeded the, oh, look at that. That's a good weekly trade then. from the M2 specific price straight to 200, done. Everything that passed here on the week is over. Then you can hope for maybe something on the monthly. But what I say, buy here, check profit up here as a weekly trade. Your monthly trade is up to 22.46. But I was straight out of the books. First of the month. Came out of nowhere, I guess. Yeah. I think that's interesting. Interestingly enough. Okay, so how many likes do I have on this? How many likes do I have right now? I don't know how many likes I have right now. So can somebody tell me what I have right now? Because I can't see it. The other thing here is, I would want to help you become a better trader. Become the success you wanted always to be. Then, in that scenario, what are the opportunities that you should take emerge? Okay, generally speaking, I would say that looks like a good opportunity. A reversal of the M3, new low, comes pull back up, okay. Sell, 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 take profit. Specifically here. Done. Done and dusted. So that's one. So that's one. That's two. That's three. That's four. That's 5 entries. And that's what a market I want to see. That's where I want you to strive. Okay? Take the trend. Don't force it. And why do I say you don't force it? Because I can see on daily FX, let's do that right now. For example, right here, right now, on, let's see, on Aussie dollar, 64% is short. But Aussie dollar is rising, skyrocketing. 64% retail traders are selling USD dollar. 58 is selling USD yen. Euro. Euro USD 64% is short Euro USD, even though it's rising. 51, that's okay, that's 50-50, that's okay, but still it should be, that should be way more bullish. Pound dollar and pound yen is quite in the middle. New Zealand is quite in the middle. USDCAD is 53%, 54% long. Why? It's falling. So just by looking at those statistics, I know some of you need to trade against a trend. Some of you need to be not trending, not doing the trend trading. You're looking for some kind of reversal. But if I just tell you to do this, done. This month I couldn't tell you, but maybe it was an entry here, maybe. But apart from that, it wasn't so much. It wasn't anything to buy, but it was nothing to sell. Is it wise to open a position near resistance on monthly? You need to have reversal. You need to have. So let's say let's go to Aussie dollar. That's the strongest one right now. Aussie dollar. Let's go to Aussie dollar. So for Mima, I think we just have to look for buys on pound Swiss. That's all. So what do you want to see? How does a price reverse? When you're selling, you want something like this to happen. This wasn't pretty. Okay, sorry. Okay. You want something like that to happen. That was ugly. As ugly as can get. Okay? So you need a reversal on the 1 hour, double top, lower low, lower high. So that might take you a couple of days. But there is nothing here right now. So what it looks like a reversal, this it looks like a reversal, but it's not at the resistance. So if you're wondering how it looks like this. New low, pullback, sell. But I wasn't at the resistance like here. Another one, let's do another one. Here. That's another one. Okay. So what is your reversal? You have your double tops, you have your lower low, and you have your pullback. Then you sell it. That's what you want to see. So it might take you a couple of days. So we have 36, 19, 16, 19. Okay, thank you. EURUSDCAD. I mean, I can't know what currency you're referring to. I'm talking about Aussie dollar. And no, I should be okay. Fine. You can go to. Let's go to trading wheel. So that's what you kind of want to see. So we are getting a bearish engulfing on pound yen 1 hour. What's your opinion on selling a scenario back to 130s? I think that you are absolutely crazy. Because a trend doesn't change by an engulfing on the 1 hour. Okay. But we have done Aussie dollar, yes, but I'm explaining somebody wants a reversal. And it was on... Yeah, so somebody wanted to see a reversal, if they could reverse it. That's that. So let's move on, since Max didn't want me to do Aussie dollar anymore. We can move. Pound yen then, okay? Okay, so what do you see here? So you see an engulfing candle on the 1 hour. Okay? So if you want to short this, let's go to weekly, that's a green candle. Daily, we have a green candle. We go to 4 hour, we have a green candle. We go to 1 hour, we have a green candle, the previous one, and the current one is a red one. So even though we have a lot of red candles, do we have a reversal? No, we don't. There is no reversal here. I would need to see something like this to happen. I haven't got that. So no, you can't sell it. That would be absolutely crazy. Why? Because it's bullish. Like, why are you fighting a trend? Right? Why didn't you buy it here instead of fighting it up here? Right? So you have all these pips, but you want to sell it up here. Okay, another question. Another question. Did you sell it? Okay, let me take this away. Okay. Let's do another question. Did you sell it here? Did you sell it at 132, just below 133? Did you sell it here? Did you sell it here? So let me take that out to a different chart, I guess. Okay, so did you sell it here? 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 Because here we are bearish. Here we are making lows, we're coming back down, we're going lower, we're coming back into resistance, we are selling it again, and then a downtrend, you're selling every pullback, right? Is that something you did? Then that's where you should have made money. Did you sell it here? That's where you should have made money. But right now it's bullish. So for me right now, I can't. Yeah, but you have to understand, Raphael, where you take your turns, and when it's so elevated. But yeah, it's going to come down. At some point, you're getting your reversal, but an engulfing on the 1 hour doesn't even interest me half a second. Why am I so strong about this? Why am I strong? I'm trying to entice you not to sell, and engulfing is not a reason to sell anything at all. Why? On the 1 hour. Why? Because you have a higher high. Because you don't have resistance. For price to fall, you need buyers to take profit. You need resistance. Maybe you have it here at 136.32. Maybe you have that. Yeah, maybe. But then if you have resistance, do they take profit? Then if they take profit, do you then get a reversal pattern? How does a reversal pattern look like? Double top. That's what I do all the time. That's what I see works. I've also seen head and shoulders, but they don't last so long. Okay? Anyways, let's move on. Carpe diem, I have done gold already. USD India, I have no interest in that, I guess. Yeah, it's sideways. It doesn't Indian rupee. It's just sideways. Doesn't trend. Don't care. Like when I say don't care, I mean try to be not so offensive. When it's not, if it's sideways, I don't care to trade it because I don't see any potential to make money. That's all. Like for me, I feel like this range, okay, I would do something else. I would rather sleep. I would rather be on the beach among palms and the sun than losing money in a range, because that's what I do. I lose money in a range. That's not. Yeah, Raphael says I shall wait to see by the end of the week. Very good. That's a good decision. In the end, you should have your profits from last month, and then this month is just 2nd of June. It's still like we haven't really started June yet, so there's plenty of time for it to reverse. So now I can't read apparently because I did it wrong. USD EDR Indonesian rupee. Okay. Okay. It is the right way even? Maybe. Okay, it looks like it went up. Now it's short. Maybe coming back down to 1360. 1360. Back down this one. Yeah. Looks like it. Where's my target? I have no clue. Yeah, that's my target. How? Any pullback, if that's correct. We can do US oil. So I have done it. I have no clue about rupee, but we'll look at the chart. Risk off, risk on. Yeah. Look at that. Okay. I have been wrong. I thought when we're here, we are coming down again. We didn't. Now we're just going higher. I see target of 141, like 41. Yeah. I think that's likely. How long will it take us? I don't know. I have no clue. Give it by the end of June, maybe. I think so. By the end of June. Okay. So US oil. I know I should have done this. Okay. So June last year, what happened then? We were at a low. July opened up with a bang. And then we went into consolidation. August opened up with a low, consolidated, made a new high, came back down again, consolidation, went higher, then fell in 2020. Okay. Year before that. So I'm just checking what it has done in June because I have a theory about June, by the way. My theory is that's the low. So it's more around low, okay? So this year is totally different then, okay? Because now we are making highs. So if this is the low, then we are all going higher then. So maybe not today, tomorrow, but in the end, of course, the goal is to come back up here. The goal is to come back up to 64, but I still think that it's a bit, yeah. So yeah, I think we're going higher. Yeah, I know Aussie. I know April collapsed in. No, it didn't collapse in April. It collapsed in March. Elvis. It's only been going up since. Yeah, okay. So what I have said earlier, instead when I said I was wrong, where the June contracts when they opened up, it didn't make any fall like last year, no, like last month. So okay, then we're all clear. The other thing here is, it's psychology. Oil is psychology. Oil is moved by psychology. It's not moved by technical patterns. Okay? So a lot of oil psychology goes into what do you think is going to happen in the future? Is Q4 going to be positive or negative? Is the fall going to be positive or negative? That influence oil. And I'm talking, is it going to be positive? The world. Are we going to be buying more? Are we going to produce more? Are we going to need more transport? More airplanes? Right now they're starting to wake up. But there is nothing close to what we have done. What we did 6 months ago in traveling. So traveling has been, for example, hit. Then spending is high, or I think was high, or was at least above normal for these conditions. That would have an impact on oil. But still you need factories, production to also produce items that would need oil and electricity and fuel. So generally, what am I thinking? Okay, as long as it goes up, I'm okay. Bama, I have it's I have not I've never I'm not necessarily write them, but it's here. It's a trading view. It gives you the it's a yeah, it's here. So I've only been to trading view to MT4 for the past 2 days, and it has not been weeks. So yeah, so I don't know what you mean by the past 2 weeks, where that is coming from, because I just used it on Sunday, so that's 1 day, 2 days ago. That's all. Yeah, so we're slowly. So why do we talk about the pandemic? Why do we talk about this? Because this is, Forex isn't shooting stars and golfing stars and morning stars and the three musketeers, as I call them. What's it called? The three white men, or whatever you call them. The three green men. It's not technical analysis. Everything is not priced in. How? Because if everything was priced into the market, if everything was in the technical patterns, why? Why, for the love of God, Queen Elizabeth and all of it, everyone, why did Euro USD rise when we're having a pandemic? Why did this risk on move happen in a risk off scenario? Okay, that's my point against my latest point against technical analysis. Why did it rise when it's supposed to fall? Money flow. Europeans had money in America. They took them back. What do you need to do then? You need to sell dollar and you need to buy euro. EURUSD goes up. When did this happen? Why did it happen? It happened because in 2018, we have a fall. See if we can find it. Here, they take money from Europe into America. Here, they're taking out of America. That's that. That's how easy it is. It's money flow. What's the chance it will deteriorate, go negative? There is a chance. Let's talk about that. Okay, so maybe I'm rambling now, but the thing here is, how can things go bad? The second phase is when businesses has been closed for so long now. When they start to reopen, they don't have the demand for their products which they had before, for whatever reason. The other reason is if they don't have the products to sell to the customers for whatever reason. So if there's a kludge in the system somewhere, production has stopped, so you can't get your goods. What's the news today? There was this place, not so very famous, or it was a bit rural, but they didn't have potatoes to put into your to grow, to farming potatoes, those mother potatoes. So when you don't have those farming or mother potatoes to grow potatoes, you can't grow potatoes. So when you can't grow your potatoes because you don't have the products you need, you don't get your income. You have set yourself your business up for potato production, but you can't sell any product, any produce of potatoes. Then you don't have income. Then you still have the cost. You still have to pay your bills. What do you do? Most likely, will go bankrupt in a business world, or you need help somewhere. So when all of them people go bankrupt, there's like The thing here is, in the business world, if you understand the business world, 5% is their margin for a whole year. 5%. If you have a full production year, you have 5% margin of error, normally. But now you have no income at all. But you have costs. You have no income at all. So those 5%, when those marginal businesses that they really didn't make money, just barely made money, coming back into life, doesn't have the same demand for their products anymore, lost their job, bankruptcy. Now that's the second phase, when people start losing jobs. Yeah. So, is that interesting for you? Can you give me a yes or no? So if I should I continue that with the future, where how can we understand what the market is really doing? Right now, I think we're going to go risk on. I think we're going to fall next week for EURUSD, all the dollar pairs. I think we're going to go strong next week on dollar. Yen pair is also coming down next week. That's done. And then after that, we're going to range for June, July. Sorry, guys. So, can I get a feedback on that? Was that interesting for you? So, yes or no? I think we'll do that. Yes or no? I think looks interesting. What is a VLUX? Volatility index? Hi, buddy. I just joined. Have you covered pound dollar? I think I have, but we can take a look at it. Pound dollar still has room to move. Technically, that's, oh, I didn't do that. Okay, so that's doing a different pair then. Okay, let me take this away. And by the way, for those who haven't been here before, I'm an economist. I have a master's degree in economics. So I don't talk out of thin air. Jeez. Okay, anyways. For pound dollar, let's do that for you guys. Pound dollar, you're always wanting to pull back, but I think we're just going to, are you then expecting a larger pullback? No, not really. I think maybe we'll come down here and make a new high. I think we're just going to, at some point we're going to slow down before falling again. And when was the target for pound dollar for the month? 27.37. Okay, let's do that then. 27.47. Yeah, so that's the end of this month. So I will just look for buys. Okay, I will just look for buys. There is no short opportunities at the moment, unless you get some kind of reversal patterns, but that would take days. If not, yeah, that would take days for it to start falling in. Okay, you're welcome. Thank you guys for appreciating my knowledge. I don't know, sometimes I just ramble. For some it doesn't understand, doesn't bother them. But I want you to understand more than engulfing candles. Okay, we need to understand what is really moving price. What is really moving the market, okay? There's a lot of variables, but a big part of those variables is economics, is those news event called fundamentals by some, I think it was South African people that said that, like they're trading fundamentals, which is just trading the news, news releases, how to make $10,000 in 2 minutes. Those events, I look at them, but I take notes. I look, okay, are we improving? Do I need to change my bias from being negative to be positive on the dollar, for example? Just by looking generally trend, not like it's now a tick less or more, but trend-wise, are we improving? How is the CPI? The CPI is very important, so you need to look at the target is 2%. What are we at right now? 1.4, 1.3, depends on your country. So you will then think, okay, maybe it needs to improve then. It might not be so good, okay? That's one thing. The other thing is the Fed is stimulating the dollar, making it weak as it can, okay? Maybe you should be on that train then, of the weak dollar, no matter what is happening, because the Fed wants it to do it, and they just put $6 trillion into the market for that to happen. And they will put more if they need to. So that sounds like a train I want to be in, generally, okay? Who's short a pound dollar? Super Hector of try. Yeah, also I don't know where you, well, like we're going up to what did I say, 27.47? We're just at 25. I still have 200 pips up, bro. So yeah. Tahir says New Zealand dollar. Nobody else has asked about that today, so I can do that. Okay, interesting. Take profit if you have a buy. Yeah, take profit. That's gone, lost, finito finale. It might be the high you wanted this month. Maybe the high for the summer, potentially high for the summer. It's now. It all depends what will happen the rest of the summer, but generally, yeah. How can I say that? Okay, 2018, that was the high. Okay, 2019, let's go there, let's go there, let's go there. What's the high? 6th of June was the high, came down. Okay, potentially, okay, interestingly, made a new high, okay. So 1-1, 2017. How long will the Aussie dollar be strong? It all depends on what you prefer, but I think it's going to be for quite some time. It will fall now next week, but generally, yeah. So June, okay, so generally it can be the new trend for the summer. Okay, interesting. Then I'm wrong then, okay. So what are you looking to here? Are you looking to buy or looking to sell it? Right now you can't buy it, you can't sell it, it's too high. It's too elevated, so you might want to come it down here, or you might want a bigger retracement before it's going up again. If it rises above this support or this resistance at 64, I think we can use that as resistance, no, as support. So up and then down and then continue. I don't know if it's overbought is the real word, but it's not a place where you can currently buy it from. Okay? So it has bullish momentum. Let it be bullish until it's bearish. So currently it's bullish. But it's not even considered to be anywhere close to being sold. Okay, that's that. Okay, so technical analysis, pure price action. Yeah, I think you can just continue though, by the way. Doesn't need to, but it looks like it. Going back to the top of 2020. Yeah. This is a V-shaped reversal though, but still very interesting. Is it overbought? I don't know. Don't think so. Gold. Hussaini says gold. Okay. I said something about to my friends earlier that this looks bearish. So let me justify myself. This low, I don't like it. I don't like this low. It should have been held here. This high does not produce any new high until this makes new high. It's bearish. Okay, because this is a sell price for the month, and it was very strongly rejected, the sell price for the month. So to me, that looks like we're going to go down. But if it now holds this support of 1724, okay, you can go higher. Yeah. So let's say we're in a spot right now where you're like, is it bullish, is it bearish? Generally sideways, actually, by the way. We have not made a new high, we haven't made a new low. For that. But yeah. You're very welcome. Which other pairs do you want me to cover? So gold, what is the target, mate? So I think up to 18 if you're a buyer. Then if you're a seller, you can take it down to, was it 1600? I think it was. Was the target 1600? So 1800 or 1600, somewhere in between there. Okay, so still have a move of 1000, 100, 1000 pips ish. You have a position opened. In which direction, Nadim? Thank you, Nadim. I am very happy that you have found my services and my thoughts to be helpful. Yeah. Let's continue since Kochbriem says USDCAD buy. So also Nadim asked for USDCAD, but okay. So what are we done with gold then? Are we done now with gold? Pound CAD has done twice. You're thinking to buy it. Yeah, I wouldn't be too happy about it. I would now say I need a high. You need a close above 1745. I think so. It's just this candle that I really likes, okay. Makes this, I don't know if that's really a bullish candle. That was a sell price, so you need to close above it for you to be a real buyer, I think. Yeah, I know. But I'm not here to, I didn't make you take that trade. You have your own reasons of why you took that trade. But I'm just telling you what I would see, what I'm seeing. So currently, if it holds, that's what you need to have. So if you are a buyer, if this one holds, you're okay. But if it closes below, you're dead. Okay? Or even 1700 is also on last. So plan A is there. If that doesn't hold, close, and then see if 1700 makes it better. USDCAD has been requested for. Okay, so is this a buy? No, it's not. No, I don't see any buy here. I see a downtrend, I see a downtrend, I see a downtrend. I see a target for the month, boom. But that's all. That's all that I see. Is it reversed? Nope. It's not reversed. And it can still fall. Yeah, it can still fall. Then I think I need to save my phone from battery death, so I can look at your comments. Okay, no, it's not a buy. You need a reversal. So I hope you are expert in reversal patterns and know how to do a reversal patterns. What Peters van Zyl, what position I have open? Or who else? If New Zealand goes up, pound is relevant. That means if New Zealand go up, it will also pound go up. Not necessarily, but also yes. Whoever with some, I guess it's Thai name, sells EURUSD. That sounds like a very stupid idea. So if you want to follow stupid trade plans, that sounds like a stupid trade to do. No, like, sorry. Let me do it a different way. It is so bullish that there is no reason to sell, but if you want to lose your money, enjoy selling your USD. That's that. So there's no correlation between New Zealand and pound going up or down, but yeah, generally they can go together. Okay, alright, awesome. Then what positions I have open? I have I've sold some dollar pairs. So like this one and some New Zealand. But that's supposed to be take profit now, and that's supposed to be take profit now. And what else? That's also supposed to be take profit now. But yeah, that's that. What else? Yeah, okay. So you're selling Euro New Zealand. I don't see any reason to sell. If you want to sell Euro USD, you need to have a close below 111. Then you can start thinking about it. Okay? But there's nowhere like this line here. So USDCAD, there is no buy. If you have bought, please take your position. Sorry. I don't give any advice, but generally, with my humble opinion, I don't see any buys here. I see only sells. So if I'm a seller in a bearish market, I'm trading. But then if I'm a buyer, I would need to wait for bullish price action. I don't have that right now. It can go up. Yes, it can. But it doesn't need to. Okay? So somebody asked for pound CAD. Why? Okay, it's rising. And the Maven says, if I'm starting with a small account, $100, would it be more beneficial to trade on a lower time frame, like the 5 minute? I don't trade 5 minutes, so I don't know if it's beneficial to you. If it's beneficial to you, that's totally up to you to understand But for me, no, I don't do 5 minutes. I do maybe an hour, 4 hours. I go down to 15, but that's just for fun. But yeah, no. If you are $100 account, you should have one open trade. So have one open trade, 0.01 lot with 50 pip SL, which gives you $5 stop loss. Yeah, so you have 5% risk, and then you do that until you can increase, until you have like 200, and then you can maybe have 2 open trades. But yeah, mostly $100 equals 1 open trade. Did I touch something now? Yeah. ECB QE4 of June 2020. Direction of EURUSD. Direction of euro. Maybe lack of English. But the thing here is, like updating Steam. Okay. Let's do it. So today they say we're going to have QE. Today, day 1. On day 20, they're actually doing QE. When is the market going to react? Is the market going to react here, or is the market going to act here? It will react the moment the market will react the moment it gets the news. So immediately. So if you come to 20 and we have QE starting today, it will already be priced in here, coming into QE, the date. So if you hear about QE on 1st, that's where you need to act on it, not on 20th. Then you're too late. So EURUSD has risen. That's the reaction to QE. Bama asks, what's your suggestion on pound yen? I think it's bullish. I think it's going to go higher. I also think that you can't sell it. I think that's like the most important thing I say today. You cannot sell dollar pairs. You cannot sell yen pairs. Where you cannot buy dollar and you cannot buy yen, basically. Going down to 79 or 80, I guess, maybe 180. Somebody asked about pound Aussie, going down to just short of 80, 180. Catch a pullback, let it run. Pastor David Live says, thanks a lot, really love what you do and efforts what you're putting into helping others. Thank you. Okay, so let's do that then. Daily analysis on pound yen. What do I see? I see the bottom, I see another bottom, I see the pullback to this one, to this support here. I see a gap on that Monday, that's Sunday. So that's a monkey trade. What's a monkey trade, you might ask? When you reach so far away to catch your banana, your apple, whatever, as a monkey, and then you stretch, and then it falls, right? If you reach far for something, then it will fall or retract. So when you go far down, it retracts. And after that, we have been bullish ever since bears took profit. This is the monthly target for May. So we are bullish. We have made a very green candle. We have not broken resistance. If this candle holds, okay, we have current market. We have coming up to this one. The question is that going to make it fall down again? Well, maybe, maybe not. But if we come up to resistance of the month, I think it's up here somewhere. Not sure where it is. It's at, where is it? Pound yen. So it's at 37. Okay. So 37. That's the end of it. So we are very close. Which platform do you use? I use TradingView right now, and I use MT4 to trade. So currently, that's our target, and we are very close to the target. Why is USD yen all of a sudden bullish? It's not dollar. Dollar is not bullish. Yen is not weak. Both of them are weak, but dollar is less weak than weak yen. So it's not a move of, let's say, it's not a move of dollar is strong. It's both of them being weak. So it's a weak trade, which is a very poor trade currency to trade. Why do I say that? Because fundamentally, you want a strong and a weak. So it's like if you have a Lada, which is a terrible car, and you want to race against a Lamborghini or Bugatti or Koenigsegg or Ferrari for that matter. So if you have a Lada against a Ferrari, who is going to win? The Ferrari. If you want to go into boxing, if you're going to box someone, if you're going to be boxing someone, do you want to choose Mike Tyson? Or do you want to use somebody who has never been boxed before, never been boxing before, sorry, English. So who do you want to take? Okay? You take the amateur, not the professional, right? Even though if you're good or bad. So you want to find a good one, no, a strong one and a weak one, trade those together, that will rock it. But if you find a weak and a weak one, it will be very range bound. So pound yen analysis is we have a new high, we have it coming up to resistance, we might see price coming back down to 35.50 maybe, then going higher tomorrow up to 37. Then we are done. Okay? GJ is on fib resistance. Of course it's a resistance, but everything is resistance when it goes up, right? But I've set a hard stop at 37. Here, the low of that candle. That's where I think it will stop. Can you look at New Zealand Swissy? I can look at New Zealand Swissy. New Zealand Swissy is up here apparently. Come on, where did you put yourself? There. Okay. It's in thin air. I think it's hit monthly resistance, monthly take profit. But of course, this is of course an area to look into. Specifically that candle here at 61.62. We're not there yet. I think we also can look into 62.22. But no matter what we do up here, I think we are. This is not as bullish as the other New Zealanders because of Swissy, but still very bullish, very elevated. You can't buy it and you can't sell it, so you just have to wait for a pullback. So yeah, you just have to wait for it to come back, then you can take it up again. I had a good 250 pip ride on pound yen yesterday. Sounds good. Why didn't you hold it today? Why did you leave it alone today then? Thank you very much, Evan. That pound yen analysis. You gave the exit point from my buy. You're welcome. So if you got 129.96 GJ, and you were hoping to hold it until the top of 144-ish, not going to happen in the upcoming months, you will get stopped out before. If you got in at 129.96, yeah, okay, where you should be, yeah, and you were hoping for hold it until 144, 145. You're going to hope for the future. We're going to hit stop loss. It all depends on the corner. It's definitely it's in the bullish mode right now, and it was bullish at that time. So it's all depends on the future. Maybe by the end of the year. But yeah, you are right. It's a very long-term trade. But I don't think you will be stopped out if you bought it at 129. USD Swissy is testing support. I haven't used USD Swissy. Okay. Okay, so why are we doing USD Swissy ASEAN? Why? Can you tell me? USD Swissy is supposed to be down here. If it was a good trade to take. Like, this has just been ranging, where other people have just knocked pips out of the market. This one hasn't done anything. So I'm not interested to trade it because it doesn't behave as I wanted. This is weak and weak. Meh. Please, I don't need to. Yeah, no, as of there is no need to look at it. I would just disregard it. It doesn't behave. It doesn't move as I want. Then that doesn't matter. Okay, can somebody tell me the likes? The like count on this live right now, I don't see it anywhere. Yeah. So if somebody can be so kind to me to do that, that would be amazing. So because I really want you guys to what can you say? I want to give you knowledge. I want to give you value. But I also want to know if I've given you value enough to hit the like button. I also want to know enough if I have made enough value to you, given enough information, clear trade plans, clear of mind, for you to hit the subscribe button. Because I am live quite often, every Friday, every Sunday, every Tuesday. I need to think of something of every Wednesday and every Thursday as well. I have a video every Saturday. So there is a lot of information coming up for the next days and for the next months and years. I have 135, 132, 132, 135, 140. I have 37. So somewhere between 35 and 30, somewhere between 40 and 37, I have likes. Thank you. I much appreciate it. Carpe Diem asks about gap filling. I honestly don't have belief in gaps. Oh yeah, okay, that gap. I don't know if it will be now. That's 100 pips more. The further it goes, the more likely it's to retract fast and hard. It can, but it can also be just like a spring, like bing. It has already gone into take profit for the month. So if market players really want it, it will really stretch the neck, like I have really stretched the neck. Okay, so for me, I wouldn't be okay. You can trade it, but then if you were entering here and if you were entering here, then you might, yeah, true, but not more than that. Okay, I have been going on for 1.5 hours of trying to give you knowledge, trying to give you trade plans, trying to give you direction, trying to give you knowledge. I hope that you have gained some knowledge in this webinar. I hope that you click that like button. I hope you click that subscription button, because I only do this for you so you can become a better Forex trader. That's why we're here. If not, I don't need to. I don't need to do it. I have plenty of things to do. So I'm just trying to be kind to you and give you something I was never given, which is somebody to tell me, help me out when I was down, when I was in a dark room, when I was losing. I had somebody to turn to and somebody asked. So you're welcome. I hope you appreciate it. I hope you take into consideration when you're looking for knowledge. Okay? I just want to say thank you guys for joining. There is a Discord channel below where you can get help from me every day. There is a mentorship for those who is on the mentorship program, where I spend most of my time right now. And yeah, happy pips. Don't risk money you cannot afford to lose. Stay safe. And thank you guys for being here and joining in. Stay safe.